And welcome into Cullman today. I'm Debbie Wood, along with Sheila Edwards. Our dear friend is here this morning to share with us all about Walk MS, and I think you're really going to enjoy, and maybe we'll all learn. I know I always learn a lot when I talk with Sheila, so hopefully you'll learn something this morning that will help you, or maybe a loved one or a family friend or whatever. Good morning to you, Sheila.
Good morning,
always
Debbie.
Good to see you.
Too. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. I always tell you this. You look absolutely beautiful. Your skin's gorgeous. You know, you just look good. No one would ever know that you have been diagnosed several years ago with MS.
Correct. I was diagnosed in 2006. So, and when
8 years.
When I was first diagnosed, I said, I'm not going to let this slow me down. Well, after a couple of years, it has slowed me down quite a bit, but I do take care of myself. And the MS, here today to talk about what MS is and maybe answer some questions and talk about our walk that's coming up March the 28th at Heritage Park.
Great. And everybody's welcome to come, aren't they?
Yes, it's right.
It's
no charge.
No charge,
when, I know we're going to talk more about the walk in a minute, but it's more like a big family reunion because we normally only see these people once a year. And their grandchildren come and families come and walk for other people that, like myself, they can't physically walk the 1 mile walk. But we have bouncy house for the kids. We've got all kinds of new exciting activities this year.
Good. Well, we just look forward to that on the 28th, and it'll be at 9 a.m. And we'll remind you that before we complete the segment this morning at Heritage Park. But let's talk a little bit about MS. It stands for multiple sclerosis, but what used to years ago, before there's been so much awareness, and we want to thank Dr. Chris Legank for, oh my goodness, for just being in our community.
Oh, we're very fortunate here in Cullman.
Aren't we though?
Yes.
You know, the first, when you would hear MS years ago, first thing I thought of was, oh my goodness, they're going to be in a wheelchair.
That's right.
So tell us sort of how some of the symptoms are.
Okay. First of all, MS stands for multiple sclerosis, and what that is multiple lesions on the brain, on the central nervous system. We all know what cords look like. You've got a coating, like for example on your mic wire there. On your brain, you've got a myelin that coats the nerve, and what happens is your immune system goes into overdrive, and it attacks the myelin, and it eats away the myelin, which is a coating on the brain, on the nerve.
The nerve, okay.
Right, and you were talking about wheelchairs. Right. Well, it's not that you lose your muscle capability. Right. What happens is when that myelin is taken away from the nerve, it sends out negative impulses. Okay. So, like when we move our arm, you know, we don't think about it. Right. But what happens is with your central nervous system, it's telling the arm to move. Okay. Well, it affects the impulses. Okay. You've got negative impulses and you can't move that arm or leg. All right. But we do have people coming out of wheelchairs now because of the research, and thanks everybody for donations because it really helps.
It does, doesn't it?
When I was first diagnosed in 2006, what was going on was my migraines had changed, and I had been a patient of Dr. Legank's for several years. Really? Because of my migraines. In fact, my chart number is like in the 200s. Oh my goodness. Well, now he has over 2,000 plus, not just Cullman people come here. People all over the United States come here. We got Georgia, Tennessee. Just drive by his office sometime in the parking lot and look at the tag numbers. And they stay here in our local Cullman hotels. Yes. For their treatments. When I started, there was only approximately 4 drugs to help slow down the disease. Okay. So what happens is your immune system's in overdrive, like I explained earlier. Right. So what this drug is it puts up a shield to keep from your immune system attacking itself. Okay. And that's the way to fight. It's thinking it's fighting, and that it's helping you is what it's thinking. Because it's putting up that shield, and it won't let your immune system attack itself. Okay. Currently, right now, there's 12 drugs that is used to slow down the disease. Okay. It slows it down because we don't know the cause and we don't know the cure, but Dr. Legank is so excited. He thinks this year is going to be the year that we find the cause. And I want to really thank people in Cullman and the surrounding areas and all the businesses that help donate for the walk and help give monetary donations for research in our programs.
Okay.
The last couple of years, the national office has actually sent back to UAB in Birmingham over $3 million. It's really, I'm going to round up, but it's $3,400,000 that they have been working with the last several years.
In Birmingham?
In Birmingham, Alabama, here.
Wow.
And we're very lucky to have it here in Cullman because the walks are in Huntsville, Birmingham, Mobile, Montgomery.
Okay, bigger communities then,
much
much bigger
communities.
Have you heard any statistics, just rough idea? It seems like more people are being diagnosed, even younger people now, and more men than used to.
Correct.
Is that what you're seeing?
Yes, that is. And let me let you know that in the past you had to have 7 lesions and symptoms.
Okay.
And not everybody have this. Not everyone has the same symptoms with this. Because of the less lesions to diagnose, I think more people are being diagnosed earlier. And I think that's very important, and I think that has really helped me because I was diagnosed so early. Mine has not gotten worse.
Oh, wonderful.
You know,
the medications, the treatments are able to hold it at bay.
I've had no new lesions since I was diagnosed in 2006. But also, I exercise. I did full exercise at CRMC.
Great.
3 days a week.
Okay.
I eat healthy and I rest every day. Mainly because I'm exhausted.
And that's one of the symptoms, right, Sheila?
That is. And
that you're tired?
Yes, you're
even
so tired.
Sometimes after you've rested, you're still tired.
You're still tired.
Okay.
I know it's been a bad flu season for everybody. Probably one of the worst ones we've had in several years. For example, living with MS is like living with the flu every day. Now, personally, and this is the majority of us, the fatigue is horrible.
Okay.
The achiness, dizziness. I'm going to go over a few of the symptoms.
Okay.
Dizziness is bad. That was one of the reasons I was able to be diagnosed because of the fact that my migraines had changed. I was dizzy, tired, just exhausted.
So those were 2 of the things that Dr. Gank probably thought, well, those are red flags right there. Typically, I understand that having migraines is could be one of the signs too.
Yeah. That is very true. In fact, one of my friends, she put on Facebook, her son just went blind all of a sudden. And I text back and I said, haven't been checking for MS because I have optic neuritis. So, that affects the optic nerve in my right eye. I lose vision at times. It blurs. I don't drive well at night. I hardly ever drive anywhere at night. But he was diagnosed with MS and he was younger. And typically, the range is 20 to 50, more females than men. But there is babies that are diagnosed with MS. It's just
unbelievable, isn't it? And we're just so, we're just so thankful and so blessed to be able to have the research going on down in Birmingham that benefits not just our community, but the entire country, the entire state. We're so excited.
For the whole nation.
Yes, for the whole nation.
And Dr. Legank currently right now has 12 I think it's either 12 or 15.
Okay.
See, memory's one of those things too. I just talked to him 2 weeks ago, but he's currently got those many research projects going on in his office.
Does he really? Okay.
Yes. And he has vowed to find the cure and the cause because his mother had MS.
That's right, Miss Joanne Legank. Let's talk just a little bit about what is happening there, the new treatment room, and we hope, folks, that we're able to go there sometime this month, if not the 1st of April, and do a little segment there on the premises and bring it back and show you how patient-friendly it is, and what they're doing so much for the community.
The new infusion room, there's 2 now. The new one is only for the last new drug that was approved last fall, and it's a 5-day, 8-hour-a-day treatment, but you only do it every 5 years. Every month you have to have blood work, check your enzymes and numbers and everything. But I did want to say, we don't know what causes it and there's no cure. When we talked about, is it environmental or is it inherited? There's no one on my side of the family back years that's ever had MS. But we've had people in our MS support group that one gentleman, there was 5 in his family.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So, you know, it's just really unpredictable. It's an unpredictable disease.
It really is, isn't it?
I'm great today, but I may not be able to get out of bed tomorrow.
See?
I hope I can.
Oh, see, and you've got such a great attitude too.
You have to.
You really do, don't you?
You have to stay strong and you have to stay positive because, you know, we take the medicine to slow down the disease, and then there's like a pill for everything. Take a pill for dizziness every morning, and you take something for your muscles because your muscles tighten up.
Okay.
I get knots, but I go and see Denise Campbell at on 31 at Sports Fit and have a just a 30-minute weekly massage, and she works out the muscles.
That's wonderful.
And if I have to miss a week because I'm sick or something, I can't hardly move.
Oh my goodness! So I've always said it really does help.
The massage help, the exercise, massage, eating healthy, yoga. Yoga's one of the things because that relaxes your mind and your body. You know?
And just that great attitude.
But the great attitude you have to do.
It really does.
You have to be strong to handle MS.
And just the excitement.
You can't give up.
You can't get up. No.
Yeah, you can't give up.
Just the excitement and the encouragement that you and other people that were diagnosed several years ago can give to these other
new
folks,
people, because they're scared.
That's right. They're nervous.
Just like you said earlier, when you think MS, you think wheelchair. You know, I'm not going to be able to take care of myself.
Right. And what's this going to do to my family?
Right.
So it doesn't have to be that way, folks, and it's not that way. And that's another reason that we need to make a donation. And this is not all about donations by any means, but it is an important thing. And the Walk MS Heritage Park on March the 28th, 9 a.m., just know that all that money is going to go back and do great research for our community. So we just encourage everybody to come out and get registered, right? We don't need to register ahead of time, just do it then.
You can register ahead of time. I think it's walkms.org.
Okay.
You can go to that site or go to Dr. LeGank's office and pick up a registration form. There's no cost to walk. We have if you sign up with Dr. LeGank's team, we always have our T-shirts. Each team designs their own T-shirts, and we have a contest on the T-shirt design. And you know, it's just a awareness for Cullman, and we are so fortunate to have Dr. LeGank here in town.
Really
you know, because when I talk to these people, I'm 20 minutes away or less, depends on the traffic. But there's people, you know, that's driven several hours to get here.
I understand that he has a patient, I think, from New York, way up in that area.
I mean, it's all over the United States. It's just amazing. I have normally though, you see your same friends every 4 weeks. I take Tisabri, which is an IV infusion.
And that's every 4 weeks?
Every 4 weeks. And by that 3rd week, you're ready for it. They don't know why, they can't explain why, but you just bottom out on that last week.
Oh my goodness. So if you're a candidate, and we're going to pray that you will be for the new infusion, then you won't have to do the every 4 weeks. You can do a treatment once every 5 years.
Yes. Dr. LeGank has been so excited about this. Now, Ann Nuss, our friend, she wanted to be on today, but she's been very sick and in the hospital. She had hers in January.
So she's one of the...
She's one of the first ones.
The first ones. So our best to Ann. She's our dear friend, love her dearly, and so to know that she was able to do that, and oh, that's great. So she won't have to do it again for 5 years.
Right. She just has to do the lab work.
Wow.
And so that
just once a month for the lab work. Is that right? Okay.
That's once a month.
All right.
And I want to thank and let everybody know that the WALK committee has been working since last fall on this. And I do the PR and marketing. I enjoy doing it. You know, at first, I had to step out of my comfort zone when I started doing this, because when I was first diagnosed, I didn't tell anyone. You know, I started that day giving myself rebif shots 3 times a week, and I had my shots sent to my office, you know. So it's lots of progress since 2006.
I was going to say, you've done a wonderful job helping to get the awareness out there, and hopefully it's going to benefit, I know it will benefit someone that's already benefited you.
Right, because so many people, when they're first diagnosed, they're scared. And I know when I was a group leader, I was on the contact list. Dr. LeGank would have them to call me, and I could talk them through it and kind of calm them down. And it not only affects the person with MS, your whole family. So it's very important to have a good caregiver support group.
Absolutely.
In fact, next Tuesday we're going to have a seminar on caregiver team.
Okay.
Because I'm fortunate, I have a sister, Sheila Edwards, she's my caregiver, and she lives here in town, and she's an RN.
I was going to say, she's a wonderful RN. You're so blessed.
I am.
I did not realize
really
that was your sweet sister. She's so precious.
And my daughters are good to help me. They come and help me, and I've been in the hospital several times the last year with different issues, and they've been there.
It's an important thing then,
isn't it? It's a family event.
It really is, isn't it? So that meeting will be next Tuesday.
Right.
And so if anyone would like to attend, how can they get more information about that?
They can contact me. My number is 205-559-2556, or they can contact Dr. LeGank's office.
Okay, and that will be on Tuesday the 17th.
Right, it's going to be at Jim and Nick's.
Okay.
Here in town.
All right.
And, we're excited about that. And that's one of the things, I mentioned the money's going to research, but also to our programs.
Sure.
This event is sponsored, I think, by the drug company.
Oh, okay.
But the main monies go for research.
Go for research.
And then programs for us.
Right here in our community. So it's so important. And I love what it says right here, walk to create a world free of MS, and that's Walk MS, Cullman Heritage Park, on March the 28th at 9 a.m. So hopefully we'll see you out there. And Sheila, thank you for all that you do for our community. And hope you have a wonderful day and a good weekend.
Come out and see us. And, it doesn't cost anything to walk. We are going to start signing in around 8:30 because we have normally about 450 walkers.
Oh, wonderful.
That sign up.
Okay, wonderful.
Come and join us.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you, Debbie.
Always good to see you. And we hope to see you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.